Early problems for Manchester United. Louis Saha's injured a knee in the warm-up. Ji-Sung Park, a replacement on the bench, as you can see. The referee knows, no problem. That's all sorted out. We're live at Old Trafford with the FA Cup quarter-final between Manchester United and Portsmouth. It's interactive. If you're a Sky Digital viewer and wish to enjoy that facility, push the red button on your remote control and follow the instructions. That's where you will find that menu page. Match commentators, Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
Well, it's tough for Louis Saha, who's already had 3 injury absences and quite long periods this season. But they have Cristiano Ronaldo, who has become the 10th Manchester United player to reach 30 goals in a season. To do it as a far from conventional striker is remarkable. To do it by March the 4th, Andy, is incredible.
Sensational. I am surprised. We've talked about his amazing season last year and his contribution to this team success then. And I honestly thought he would struggle to emulate it again. And he has actually struggled to emulate it because he's done better.
Well, 16 Premier League sides have already been eliminated from the FA Cup. Another must perish from this tie. Just the last word on Ronaldo's achievement, 30. The best the great Bobby Charlton got, 29 in a season. Well, the last time Portsmouth beat Manchester United in the FA Cup was in 1934. In the 3rd round, they went on to reach the final. And they're looking for their first semi-final since 1992. And as if Manchester United get to the last 4, they'll set yet another FA Cup landmark. It would be their 26th such occasion. Alex Ferguson has only ever lost 1 quarter-final in this competition. That was the first back in 1989, the first for him, this manager of Manchester United, when Nottingham Forest came here and won. Here's Nico Plancha. Kanu, great ability to hold the ball up, and did score last season here in the FA Cup when Manchester United knocked them out in the 4th round. Ronaldo, Diarra, quick to try and quell the danger. Well, he wasn't within the laws of the game.
Wasn't going anywhere, was he? Cristiano Ronaldo. Diarra was making sure of that. And I think there's a couple of things that these are the areas of the park, I think, where United, if they play well, are going to test Pompey. Pompey have got to play well in the wide areas. I think Cranchar and Utaka have got a big job on and help the fullbacks. Because Johnson and I think Ryerson, if you're United, I think they'll be getting the ball to Ronaldo as quickly and as often as possible early on and try to get him at Herman Ryerson.
Diarra. Taken down by Vidic. Portsmouth had all week to work on their formation, work on their planning. Whereas Manchester United, of course, have had their distractions in the Champions League, but it wasn't a great performance, a happy outcome for them on Tuesday. Cranchar cropping up in the middle from Diarra's pass, and Evra heads back to Van der Sar. Rooney chasing, and just reached James to the relief of Portsmouth. So 2 FA Cup finals in the past for David James, a loser with Aston Villa and a loser with Liverpool 12 years ago, and the final against Manchester United. Final sentence really in Eric Cantona's perfect story of that season. Now powering forward this time. He was one of the few successes when Portsmouth lost here in the league.
Little test here now. You always think when you look at Pompey, they can bring the 2 centre-backs up, they can bring Ryerson up, Utaka in there, Bubba Diop, Kanu. They're a big side, and United aren't.
Runs for Nani. Just down first across. Martin Atkinson, who incidentally did referee that league match here 5.5 weeks ago between these two clubs. And Evra would have been the one played in if Tevez had just got the pace and the angle right with the pass.
Just the pace, Martin, honestly. I think the ball through was ideal line, ideal, but just the pace of it. Too heavy. But they worked him open quite easily there.
Players in this Manchester United lineup today who have FA Cup runners-up medals from last season.
Yeah, I mean, I've just noticed there a lot's been made of Sir Alex Ferguson's amazing record. What, 5 victories? But only one since 1999. You know, that would annoy that man. I'm sure he'd like to have won this trophy more than just the once in the last 8 years.
And that win was against Millwall in the Millennium Stadium 2004, beaten by Arsenal in the same venue in 2005 on penalties, and of course losing in extra time to Chelsea at the new Wembley just under a year ago. Here's Ronaldo making good ground. Ryderson doing his utmost to stop him, and then Montari trips the elusive player from Portugal.
Well, this is what I mean. I think if they get the ball to him, and if he is on song, because he wasn't on Wednesday, you were here against Lyon, and he didn't play well, Cristiano Ronaldo. But if he's on fire today and he's up for it, and he could give Ryderson a torrid time.
Despite not playing well, he still scored the winning goal. Scholes was just moving off his man. If Nani had been able to deliver straight away. Still goes near post by Scholes, and Kanu not so much angry with himself, but for the organisation around him.
Yeah, it's a difficult one to hang up here because the height of the defenders you're facing. Pompey. He's just tried to fire it in a low one.
Only one goal this season, Paul Scholes, but it was against Portsmouth at Fratton Park back in August.
It was a screamer as well, wasn't it?
Vidic, right by Cam. Really got placed through the middle without the cup-tied Defoe.
No. But they have the perfect person to play in the system they want. If they want to play it into him and get it down and hold it up, and that is Kanu. The importance in that is that support comes quickly and often.
Tevez and Rooney very much up top. Tevez now comes to get it to feet from Ferdinand.
I always talk about putting them under pressure and working United, but as you can see from the start of this game,
Ronaldo's taken that perfectly, and then Dista comes across. Expansive gesture by Martin Atkinson to say it's not a foul. Portsmouth fans and one or two Portsmouth players remonstrating with Ronaldo for going to ground, but certainly a question of the referee that needed to be asked by Manchester United.
I'm going to tell you something. I guarantee you, if that's outside the box, 100 out of 100, he's getting a free kick. In my opinion, Pompey have got away with that.
Alex Ferguson certainly feels that. Let's refer back to Diarra's challenge right down beneath us right at the start of the game.
As I've said, 100 out of 100, you get a free kick. I think they've got out of jail there, Portsmouth. That's a penalty. You can't just come across somebody and take him out when the ball's not there, no matter how close you are to the touchline. And he was very close. But you have to say, you don't pay any attention where the ball is going here. His first touch is magnificent. In comes a challenge. The ball's gone beyond him. That's a foul, I'm sorry. That is a foul all day long. Anyway, and amongst all that, we just never paid tribute to the ball that was arrowed across from left to right to Ronaldo's feet. Quite magnificent.
Ronaldo comes off Montari. He's a mixed bag, John Utaka. Actually lost his place in the Premier League side after the last round of the FA Cup. He didn't play well at Preston, nor did Portsmouth generally. But they won it with a goal which have Portsmouth fans saying, well, maybe our name's on the FA Cup. An own goal by Darren Carter. Well,
you see what they're doing, Pompey. They're quite happy to give the ball to United here. And they're funneling back, trying to respect the space.
Scholes. Cristiano Ronaldo moves slowly towards the free kick.
Well, it's about the same distance. It's probably level with this other post, David James's left-hand post. This one's level with his right-hand post. I think the thing you have to remember, David James will hopefully be remembering, is there's an awful lot of these free kicks don't reach the target. You know, it's not every time that it comes off, but the threat is there every time. So I think this is a pretty good range. This sort of range, what is it, about 10 yards outside the penalty area, it gives Ronaldo the opportunity to hit it with the pace he likes, and it gives him the distance to get it up and down if he gets it right. Don't forget Hargreaves' free kick, was it against Fulham?
It was.
Recently, which was pretty good if they want to try and surprise David James.
Hargreaves was just that person, but whereas it skimmed over the Fulham heads in their wall, it went straight into the Portsmouth line. Great flip by Nani.
That'll be a booking.
To do the job.
Yeah, these are the areas though. Pompey don't defend them well. Because United will have players, whether it's Nani, Evra, Ronaldo, Brown. All the people want to run forward into them.
Scholes ball. Ball James to clear it, but not clear it with any accuracy.
No. He's got all the experience he needs, and the last thing he should have been doing then, and his team hardly had a kick of the ball, was be giving it away as cheaply as that.
Here's Booba job. Utaka. Montari had made a good run from the midfield, but slipped back again at Ronaldo in the penalty area, and maybe out of the penalty area as well as the former.
Now you tell me, right? I mean, that's a super ball, great touch here. And, well, I don't care, look at the referee. He's adamant. Yeah, spot the difference. Answers, please.
You spotted the difference outside the penalty area,
Yeah.
inside the penalty area.
Yeah, I guess so.
Nani, Rooney, Hargreaves. Tevez. Brown got quite back into Ronaldo's stride. What happened on Tuesday, Andy, when he played in the Champions League? He overindulged, which is something he did when he first came here, but had a fault that he could level at him recently.
No, absolutely not.
Diarra. Who was part of that African quartet who were playing in Africa in January when Portsmouth came here in the Premier League. Who would be up another?
I think the thing for Portsmouth today is that they don't necessarily want to win the game in this opening 20 minutes. The most important thing for them is not to be out of it. I think Harry would be very conscious of that fact in setting up his team. And after 20 minutes, he wants his team to be very much in this game.
They don't need to win it in 90 minutes, of course.
No, of course.
The last round of the replays. Ferdinand, Vidic. Ferdinand uncharacteristically wasteful. It's a ball forward. Kranjčar. Find a little bit of room in the centre of midfield, playing a 3 in there against Manchester United's 2.
Yeah, Rooney just drops off though, gets in and around Diarra, just to supplement it a little bit.
Leaves that big man up front, Carlos Tevez.
Yeah. But this will not be unusual for Manchester United here at Old Trafford to come up against a team who's set up with a back four, pretty rigid, and you know, full-back's not interested in going too far forward early in the game, and a 5 in front of it. I mean, it's something that they've had to cope with an awful lot this season already. And as you touched on the home record, they've probably done a pretty good job of overcoming it.
It would be remiss of me not to mention Coventry City, who came here and won in the Carling Cup against a less than full-strength Manchester United lineup.
Well, as Richard Keys says, you can only beat what's put in front of you.
Richard divides his loyalties between Manchester United and Coventry City, but on another day. Well, the great thing from Portsmouth's point of view is the difference between January the 30th and today. By this stage, they were 2-0 down and out of the league game in effect. Very windy day in the northwest of England and maybe all over the country, but one thing this steep-sided stadium does is protect the players from the worst of that. The passing has been good in this first quarter of an hour. Kranjčar.
Oh, he's almost made a mess of that. He's extremely fortunate, Edwin van der Sar. He resisted a chance there. Thought he was going to hit that time, Nico Kranjčar, but decided to work it again, and the ball really does move, and he's very lucky that doesn't sneak through his legs, Edwin van der Sar.
Tevez, Nani, Ronaldo, Rooney. Was spoilt for choice in there, but it was a bit tight finally.
It was a little too congested.
Where's Brown's cross? Over Glenn Johnson. Cushioned by Cristiano Ronaldo. The little shimmy. Johnson.
It's good. Really good, Glenn Johnson there. That's what I think this boy really has improved, Glenn Johnson, defensively. I think the fact that he plays regularly against quality opposition is learning his trade of the art of defending as a fullback. The other part of it, quite natural.
Defend here against Evra. The ball got past him, the man didn't.
I don't know about you, but I just get the feeling today that if Pompey are going to win this match here today, then they're going to have to score first. And finding goals in recent games have been really difficult for them. Last 6 games, I think the best they've done is 1 goal at any time.
14 goals in the last 15 games. To back up your thought, Andy, scored first in 14 games this season and won 14 games.
Well, there you go then. So, Harry probably thinks the same. Please get the first goal, boys.
Led by Nani. It's a business-like approach from Manchester United. Rightly criticised for pulling out of the FA Cup a few years back because of other commitments, but ever since then they've taken that criticism on the chin and they've played full strength side by and large. The grand old competition its proper respect.
Yeah, and as I said, I think any time they get a set play, a corner, free kick, it gives you the chance, best chance in the match, to load people in there. You could put 5 or 6 in the area, 6 or 7, whatever you're comfortable with.
You could play a short corner here, it'd be 2 on 1. Puts it in. And
I don't know, did this stand take that away from Haraidison, or was it Hargreaves? I'm not sure whether just a nick took it away from Herman Horizon, but they've been caught here, Pompey.
2 on 1 on Glenn Johnson. Tevez to Wayne Rooney. In on James. Comes out to Kalah. Tevez a lot to aim at, and Johnson was able to head and give Portsmouth a reprieve then that looked very unlikely.
I just wonder, are we seeing more evidence that the name of Portsmouth might just be shadowed on this FA Cup? Because that is a real escape again. Got away with the penalty, I think, and they've really got away with that. Both Rooney and Tevez will feel they should have opened the scoring. Either one of them could have done.
Everett. Splendid atmosphere in Old Trafford, not always the case with the earlier kickoffs. Great allocation of ticket resources, of course, for the visiting club. All this competition in comparison to the league games. Harry Redknapp did say in the week, Andy, that he's glad it's a daylight match.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Coming here is even more daunting at night. Manchester United light up under the floodlights at Old Trafford.
Plus Harry could see better in his 60s now, you know. Bins aren't what they used to be.
There's Rooney. He looked like he would have seen the goal, but
Just be careful with that.
Going to be a card for Wayne Rooney.
Well, that's the one that everyone winces. Not so much at contact, the lack of it, there wasn't really any. But everyone winces because we don't know what colour a card is coming out. The referees, it was a single leg challenge, but he does shot at a bit. You know, probably what saves Wayne there is that he doesn't make contact. I think had he have caught Cranchard and Cranchard had ended up on the ground, then that yellow might well have been a red.
Montari just trying to loop it back in. The same sort of strength and mobility as Tevez to win that little duel, and it's a late tackle by Tevez this time. Really, as you saw, up to 7 yellow cards. Goes for the second Sunday in April for 10, I think it is, with a 2-game suspension. Is it for Portsmouth's way? It might have done for Montari, and in the end, Manchester United probably relieved that the worst they conceded is the corner.
Well, Owen Hargreaves sticks with Montari, and it's just as well he followed him in there, because if not, Montari's got a free swing at this 4 or 5 yards from goal. Hargreaves did a good job there. But they're a little anxious when they're defending this, United.
Radisson.
I think they respect the height that they're up against.
Manchester United breaking with numbers again. Nani. Another ran for Ronaldo. James was out on the angle. Tall enough to make sure the ball wasn't going to just loop over it.
Well, if it had done, then Rooney was nodding it in, back post. Almost seems at times as if United are the most threatening. When Pompey have had a couple of corners and had players forward, United have broken on them quickly.
11th time in a row that Manchester United have faced Premier League opposition in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Majority at home.
Yeah, but it's still a job to be done, isn't it?
It's Portsmouth haven't faced the Premier League side since, of course, they were here and lost in the 4th round last season. 4 wins, narrow wins against Ipswich, Plymouth and Preston in the Championship.
When you look at the good fortune they had, knows Plymouth, Diarra's goal was at a double deflection before it found its way into the net. The penalty that was missed at Preston, the own goal that gave them a last-minute victory. You know, penalty not given today, the great chance Rooney and Tevez have missed. It's mounting up.
His only problem there was not to get too close to Van der Sar. So, coming out as goalkeepers tend to do, with a bit of interest.
But Utaka was forward there, so Everest just sprung in behind him.
Beseeching look on the ground from Tevez, and again easier for the referee when the challenge is outside the penalty area. A bit easier for Portsmouth though. Nani fancies a cut maybe this time.
Yeah, I think he'll probably have said, well, I've given you your chance, Owen. You didn't get over the wall, so this is my back.
Nani, I've been here from Portugal a bit longer than you.
Yeah.
This is my game.
And it just shows, you look at that clutch of players, I don't know if you can just see it just to the right of Ronaldo, but 4 or 5 of them all deciding, well, is it worthwhile going in the box? Because we've got a fair idea that the lad's going to smash this.
And they could come back off anything, so it is worthwhile going into the box. Can't go too far, of course. Portsmouth just holding a line pretty level with the wall, which Ronaldo hits. Cries for handball. Big diagonal by Van der Sar. Good header by Johnson again.
Quality possession for the home side. I think we would have expected that in the opening 25 minutes, that they would be on the ball. But job done for Portsmouth. 25 minutes in and still level. Could start to grow into the game themselves now.
Child to Hariderson. One thing that Harry Redknapp and Tony Adams and Joe Jordan have said is when we do get a chance to cross it, let's have numbers in the box. They're in there then. Harry Redknapp was more concerned about the breaking power of Manchester United and the lack of numbers a couple of times Portsmouth when that happened. Just down. The job got to it, Kanu.
He's unlucky that that bounced up. Firmness of the pitches was against him there.
Nani. Tevez. Broken up by Johnson again. Very good ground. On the only channel really available for the pass to Kanu. Hargreaves. Evra. Nani's cross. Played by Sol Campbell. Nice an FA Cup winner with Arsenal. Brown. Ronaldo is still quick enough to get a toe to it.
It's a little static ahead of him at the moment.
So Tevez just drops off the front. Through to Scholes, who can turn and shoot here, which is a factor recognised by Campbell. Vidic. Tari picks off Manchester United this time with the interception. Radisson. Lacks nothing in terms of willingness to charge forward. In fact, Everton changed their formation or their personnel to cope with this at Goodison Park last Sunday.
Yeah, that's a fella. He just gets in front of Wes Brown. I think that's a little sign of, 20 minutes in, seen a couple of advances from Glenn Johnson, a couple from Radisson.
Strode forward. This time Distan stayed back. Farmer's there, Radisson's there. And of course, the very tall Kappa Bouba Diop. Manchar takes it.
It's a waste. Manager won't be happy with that. Well, job done here. This is the one earlier when they break 2-on-1. And you think from then, he picks his spot, he decides to go round him. And that just gives him a chance to put a bit of hold on it. Campbell gets back in, Johnson gets on the line. And he did a pretty good job in the end, Pompey.
Really just pulling away from Radisson, the earliness of the cross troubling Portsmouth. Johnson doesn't defend decisively this time. Manny with the shimmy. And the cross. Job filling in with the centre-backs. Comes out to Vidic. A little bit of the early snap has gone from Manchester United, but still certainly seeing plenty of the ball. Tevez. I don't see a teammate there.
Well, as I say, I think United have come across this a lot. They will have done in Premier League games and in Europe, and teams come and play here. And the order of the day is patience, without being sloppy at the other end.
What Manchester City did with the similar defensive setup was that they attacked when they could, and Manchester United occupied at the back. Harry Redknapp talking about playing in daylight. That was played in daylight, but it certainly wasn't robbery. City deserved to win the Manchester derby. Mancha. Diarra. And Sully Muntar. Bouba Diop. Tari. Worth a crack on his good foot, but bounced off Hargreaves to be collected by Rooney. Nani. Johnson again. Johnson's there again. He's growing his hair for a bet with a pal, but it's not weighing him down, is it? Kelly skips past him and past Diarra as well. Oh, James blocked it and then grabbed it.
Nearly got away from the big man. Nice run from Tevez. Prepared to work his way across the 18-yard line till the opening was there.
The surface has certainly been wetted by the rain that's been falling pretty much since kick-off. Still plenty of bounce in it and bone in the ground.
Absolutely. I think no effect on how the players play. Just slick it up a little bit. What we're seeing today is what Harry Redknapp's done at Pompey. He's made them a hugely difficult outfit to beat.
Ronaldo. So looking for Rooney. Maybe Manuel to do the same. Campbell got a flick at it, backheaded by Diarra. Ferdinand can join in. Cameron comes back.
Well, you look at this, every player Pompey have was within 30 yards of the goal.
Ever. Nani. Johnson defending narrowly this time. Hargreaves. They tapped the shoulders, that's where the control was. Ferdinand's cross. Scholes trying to improvise something from it. Came at an awkward height. Brought out by Bubachop.
They've coped quite comfortably, Pompey, with anything that United have tossed in from wide areas. You would expect them to do so.
Bit of a charge by Campbell, who then stopped expecting Portsmouth to get a free kick. And Manny puts it out.
Wayne Rooney's just having a little word with Nani to say, no, we play on. There's nothing wrong with him. Well, I have to say, I think that's a foul. You can't kick through someone, even though if you get to the ball. He said to kick through the back of him. And I think those are the six. Just as a one off the line when Glenn Johnson does ever so well. Tevez thinks, well, I'll just slide it in. It's at a good height for Glenn Johnson to deal with. See, I think a situation like that, when the referee knows there's nothing really wrong with Bubachop, he should be saying to Nani, keep it going, play it on. Might encourage the players to get up a bit quicker.
Hargreaves. Evra. Behind Johnson for a moment, but again, the name we're mentioning a lot at the moment with Manchester United attacking on that. Another coming together in the Pompey penalty area. Again, Martin Atkinson not to move to points at the penalty spot.
No, this would have been hugely generous. I think there's a little coming together there, but there's nothing in that. The attacker's just come in, there's a little bit of contact, nothing like. He looks and he's disappointed, but the referee's got that one right. That would have been hugely generous.
I thought that Kane might have been offside there. Good job, who once scored a real pile driver against Manchester United for Fulham at Craven Cottage.
Well, he's still trying, isn't he? 23rd game of the season for Bubachop, and yet to find the goal.
Redknapp still trying to get beyond the quarter-finals in the FA Cup, so he's never managed as either a manager or a player. 25 minutes gone, and no damage to Portsmouth's hopes this season. And the semi-final, of course, means Wembley.
Yeah, well, shouldn't. Yeah, again, that's for another day, I guess.
Yeah. I guess it's for the day that we cover a semi-final at Wembley.
I guess you're right, mate, yeah.
Ronaldo. Where's Brown? Vidic. Alisson was hoping to get both Rooney and the ball out of the way then.
That's the difficulty for United when they put it in the air. It's like trying to find Tevez, Scholes, Nani, Rooney in amongst the land of the giants. I mean, it's a huge back four that Harry Redknapp picks. And it's real difficult when they're nice and condensed like that and narrow for United to find any space.
All four can play as central defenders. Glenn Johnson actually played for England as a centre-half in New Jersey against Colombia for 3 years ago.
I think the thing you'd be looking at as well, I mean, Harry Redknapp would look at the benches, and I guess it's a little bonus for him as well that Saha's picked up a knock in the warm-up, because I would think United would be looking at this team that's on here to win this game.
Nani trying to take the low route with the cross. Tevez sitting up for the shot. Evra. Really desperate moment, I think, for Portsmouth in their own penalty area was the penalty shot. And Cristiano Ronaldo was in collision, the referee deemed, with Sylvain Distin. Ronaldo.
Getting a little bit frustrated, the Manchester United manager. He was furious that Martin Atkinson didn't give the penalty. Well, I guess we've been indicated there that that's 3 or 4 that Vieira's committed, and that's why. This hardly wants a booking. I mean, in all honesty, if he's booking him for that challenge alone, and you tell me the difference between that and the penalty again, there's another one. It's exactly like it. Ball goes past, Vieira checks him out the way, the same way that Distan did. Free kick, I know, outside the box.
So I don't have to tell you. Here's Evra. Tevez. Ferdinand cropping up there. He'd gone in for the free kick.
I just wonder, I don't know how good Tevez is English, but he might have learned the word turn. And the little ball into Rio Ferdinand with an instruction on it. To do that, sorry, Martin, might have been the thing.
Vidic. Portsmouth all shaped up behind the ball. Jog across as Manchester United switch from left to centre, then back to the left again. Scholes, Tevez. Almost turned Johnson. Defenders don't like. Diarra. Franchise. Cleverly done. There is some quality in this Portsmouth side. One of the best they've had for many, many years. And they finished 9th in the league last season, the highest finishing position since the 1950s. And they've added to their strengths for this campaign. Nani. Manchester United fans want a goal before half-time. Just over 5 minutes left in this first half.
The first half has gone on, there's less likely there is of there being a goal. It's looked, I think, more and more confident. Can't remember David James being overworked. One save from Tevez, low to his right. Off the line, penalty. Well, that's about it. A lot of the football's been neat and tidy. Manchester United. He's come up against a pretty solid wall at the edge of that 18-yard box.
Franchise
enjoying a little possession here.
Mixing it up a bit in midfield as well. The attacker had stayed on the right. Into Montario. That was rather sloppy. Goals. Hargreaves. Vidic footing Ronaldo. In for Franchise, he was the furthest forward. And straight on with the ball. It's the turn back. Happy with Portsmouth just playing it around a little triangle down the front of the dugouts.
Pretty good 41 minutes for his side, 42 minutes on Harry's side. Rode the luck a little, a couple of occasions, but nothing wrong with that.
Survived that grilling from Jamie, didn't he, Harry, in the week?
Yeah, good little piece that one.
On the first half from Redknapp Jr. alongside Brian Robson and Richard in the studio. Daka. Good job. Montari. Of course, these players forward here, including Herman Haridas and his run off Ronaldo. But only for a moment.
He gets a little well done from Rio Ferdinand, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's normally more intent on running the full back the other way, but he shows good responsibility there, Cristiano Ronaldo. dangerous little situation building up for Pompey.
This time trying to get free of Hargreaves, who's holding on to his shirt. The ability of Vidic is considerable. It's an important header. And Nani does well against his opposite number, Utaka. Tevez, and they're streaming forward in Manchester United red here. Tevez. Evra. Campbell drawn out of the centre. Scholes going in. Tevez can't control it. And he's wondering how that touch failed him then. Must have seen it late.
There was a lot of red going in there, but there was also a lot of white falling it back.
Evra. And the former Manchester City man, Sylvain Distin, concedes a corner in the 45th minute here at Old Trafford, which Nani will take. Vidic might feel he's due a goal.
Yeah, but it's got to be better than that. Really difficult to pick a gap from a corner amongst. Part of that is that looking for an accuracy that's really difficult to find.
Cup football from Scotland on Sunday 12:30. Sky Sports 1 and Sky Sports HD1. Aberdeen against Celtic. And then from the Premier League, Wigan against Arsenal, the leaders. So Sky Sports 1 and HD1, your afternoon treat. So they'll be welcome back after what they did in the San Siro.
Fabulous
football lovers in this country. Tevez. Added time before half-time here at Old Trafford. Rooney knows there isn't long left before that half-time whistle goes. Hargreaves. Ronaldo. Showing he wasn't fouling, but he took his eye off the ball and Evra went on. There will be a corner, just about time maybe for it to be taken.
And we'll have a look. Often wonder with referees it was, so what would you do? Do you let it come in and get cleared, or find its way into the net, or do you blow now? It's obviously letting it be taken.
And James doesn't get there!
Well, you talked about Vidic going very close and looking for a goal. He was inches away from that one.
There have been not too many allowed to Portsmouth, a serious one here, right on the half-time whistle. But certainly Sylvain Distin maybe got away with that challenge on Cristiano Ronaldo, but on another day might have been a penalty. And then Glenn Johnson cleared off the line from Carlos Tevez, but those incidents apart, Portsmouth have worked well as a unit, mostly defensively. No breakthrough for Fergie and company yet. And it's Manchester United 0, Portsmouth 0 at half-time.
Portsmouth have worked very well as a unit. No way through for United yet. Brian Robson, 3 times an FA Cup winner with Manchester United, is with Jamie and myself. Their thoughts when we come back on the biggest talking point of the half. Penalty or no penalty? He thought so. Tomorrow we've got the Scottish Cup quarter-final between Aberdeen and Celtic from 12:30, Sky Sports 1 and HD1, Channel 408. It's followed by a Super Sunday at the JJB with Wigan and Arsenal, who were fabulous midweek in the Champions League. They play for the first time since winning in Milan. 3 o'clock, Sky Sports 1. We're at Old Trafford this afternoon, where Manchester United have had plenty of the ball. A big shout for a penalty, but haven't yet found a way through against a very determined Portsmouth. 45 minutes to come. Manchester United won't want a replay here, Brian, will they?
No, they'll not, because the Champions League position, so they'll want to do it today. But, you know, for me, if Portsmouth want to go on to try and win this game as well, with the 5 midfield players, they've got to have sprint support up to Kanu if they're going to try and threaten United and put them on the back foot for a bit in the game. But at the moment, they're defending quite well, but teams who defend and just try to defend at Old Trafford nearly always get broken down.
So what do you go? Stick or twist?
At
Do
the
they really
moment,
think they might be able to win it?
Well, you'd hope so, but 0-0 is a great result. Getting back to Fratton Park and the replay, the night game, it will be a terrific atmosphere there. If it stays as it is, but as Brian said, it is a dangerous game to just sit back and stay deep in 2 lines of 4, 1, 4 and 5. Sooner or later they're going to break you down. Whether he brings on maybe Barros for the last 20 minutes just to add a little bit of pace, but I don't think he'll try and win it unless they...
More problems, incidentally. Look, Van der Sar is off. We'll find out more in a moment or so, but Thomas Cusack on.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas is a good goalkeeper, but he's not as good as Van der Sar, so I think that's positive news for Portsmouth.
OK, we'll join our commentators in a moment. First, Jeff Shreves with more. Jeff.
Yes, Richard, Edwin van der Sar's problem is a groin problem. He actually did it fairly early in the game because there were a lot of anxious looks towards the bench during that first half. And Thomas Cusack did an extensive warm-up. I've had a look at half-time, decided can't continue. Cusack's on.
Well, thanks, Jeff. It's the 4th time this season that Cusack has come on as a substitute for Van der Sar. And Brian Robson in our studio will know Thomas well from his spell at West Bromwich Albion, where, of course, he played in that famous game that kept Albion in the Premier League when they beat Portsmouth.
Yeah, looks happy enough, the Manchester United manager. Lads were debating what Portsmouth might do to win it. I don't see them doing anything different than they did in the first half. If a goal came along, Harry would take it. Of course he would, but I think you give him 0-0 now in a replay at Fratton Park and they take it all day long, and why wouldn't they? For Manchester United, of course, a draw, not really any use on the replay week. I think they've got Bolton in a rearranged fixture here at Old Trafford on that Wednesday, so that would have to be, something would have to be done. It'd be another fixture and what's getting a congested fixture list for the team in red, so that's the last thing they want.
Well, Portsmouth still have not conceded an away goal in domestic cups this season. All the previous games have been against Championship clubs in the FA Cup and the Carling Cup. They've got through 45 minutes here at Old Trafford without too many alarms. But 90 minutes here is a very long time for visiting teams. Manchester United taking the Stratford end of the stadium here. Here's Kanu. Madison putting across first work for Cusack. A good throw from the substitute goalkeeper. Nani. Pass this down, and it's reached by Rooney, but with some difficulty.
I think the biggest danger to Pompey is doing what they've just done. Commit 4 or 5 men forward, lose the ball, or toss it in cheaply like that, and they get caught in a little break.
Use your brains is the message on the Portsmouth bench. Diarra was a Chelsea substitute not used when they won the cup against Manchester United last May. Some travelling around the club since then, a spell at Arsenal.
He's a good player, man. I like him a lot.
Brown. Rooney. Put it down to Tevez. Those two so often on the same wavelength. Understanding that's developed very quickly. Nani. And James with Rooney doing his best to discomfort his England squad colleague.
been furious if they'd conceded there. They've got Tevez trapped in a corner, shouldn't get out. Found a little ball to Nani and they were in trouble for a moment. A little quiet today, Paul Scholes. Quite had the effect he normally has in the game.
Chased by Rooney, misplaced ball by Ferdinand. Johnson. Going wide and collected by Cranchar. First half has eased off. Just out. He likes the odd burst from the back. Maybe not quite the circumstances. So not to lose your self-control. A little the afters there with Brown. Corner.
Rio Ferdinand certainly doesn't agree with that. Furious with the referee. Played it in. It's not even a doubt, is there?
The problem is players do appeal all the time.
Yeah, they do. Problem being as well, the referee was on the other side of the pitch. No help from him.
Montari, Diop, put it down to Kanu. On his case, there's Hargreaves. There's another one there. Perhaps hasn't had the influence on the match that Manchester United might have hoped. Nani, a little more central there, trying to provide some service for Ronaldo's run.
Talked about the bench first half and what United might do. You look at what they've got there. Park, Anderson, Carrick, Boucher. An abundance of goals there.
Tevez. And James reaching for it. Almost put it on a plate for Nani. Vieira splendidly confident about receiving the ball under pressure. Overconfident. One turn too many. Going on here is Bouba Diop. Johnson. Slid out of the middle. Cranchar. Hargreaves getting back. Comes to Montari. Goes down by Ferdinand, who finds himself in midfield. Finds himself without the ball. Not for long, although he's going back to get it. And on the back of that corner decision a couple of minutes ago, he's rather fueled up at the moment, Rio.
Yeah, well, he's saying it's a pull shot. Wants to see where Mark actually sees that from. Says he was pulling him back. A couple of frustrating decisions given against the skipper.
Fired up the Portsmouth travelling fans. Put forward by Montari. Ryderson trying to set it up for Cranchar unsuccessfully. And between them they've left room for Ronaldo.
They've done it. They've cooked it a little. But they've not got themselves, apart from the ones from the corner in the first half when they get caught in the break. When they've had men forward, majority of the time they've got enough players back.
This is Nani. Enough players back this time. It looks that way, but Nani, at least from a decent distance, Portsmouth will feel.
Yeah, it's been a long time since that Tevez shot. David James is forced to save. Long, long way out. Not troubling the big man at all. Pretty routine, straightforward save.
And he scored in that 4-goal romp over Arsenal here.
Barros Martinelli just ready to come on. Will it be for Kanu or with Kanu? It'll give us an idea of what's in Harry Redknapp's mind.
Distan. Number 10 defending into counter-attack. Francha. Same to Distan, where he can go further forward, and centre-back didn't mind. Kanu might be about to be replaced. Muntari. Diarra did well. Distan's still there, deflects off Brown, and he's 3 out of the game for Portsmouth. Nani to use a little bit of extra space.
No, wasn't a gap there.
Might be one here for Rooney. He's the player who made all the difference when these clubs met in the 4th round last season. Couldn't quite do it this time.
Thought he rushed that a little, Wayne Rooney. A little anxious to get the shot off, and he probably had a little more time than he thought. You know, Distan had gone way forward in this attack. They had 3v3 edge of the box. Just got caught underneath him a little. Well, that's for Kanu, not with him, so there'll be no change. It would have been a major surprise to me if Harry had changed his midfield.
Yeah, Barosh, who made his Portsmouth debut here in the league game, at a time where there's all sorts of wheeling and dealing going on involving Benjani and Jermaine Defoe, Manchester City. Barosh hasn't really performed as he can yet in his short time as a Portsmouth player. Tevez.
Just 1 or 2 signs of that, at the beginning of this half. Just a little sloppy. I think a little anxious. A little over-eager. Plenty of time for Sir Alex Ferguson's side.
Well, he is undoubtedly the father of FA Cup managers.
Yeah.
Extraordinary record. Spinning by Ferdinand. He's got a bit to say for himself, Milan Barosh. Portsmouth here. It's a straightforward header away by Ferdinand. Campbell. Nani. Diarra, the number has been booked. Make sure he gets the ball. Hargreaves. Brightening up in Manchester. Well, the FA Cup tie brighten up for Manchester United here. Brown.
They had 3 players at that near post, Manchester United, that you could almost throw a hanky over. An awful lot to aim at. There's Brown there.
Jones kicking early to try and give Barosh something to chase down. Comes back at Portsmouth here and taken down by Rooney.
I don't know if he realised Nani was just coming up on the left.
Francha. A lot of experience in this Portsmouth team. Trying to put it to good advantage. Other targets for Manchester United this season. And for Portsmouth, total focus on the FA Cup as far as silverware is concerned. They still have a chance, of course, of coming up with a European qualifying place, although 1 or 2 recent results have dissipated that ambition.
Yeah, I guess.
Scholes. On the outside of Ronaldo. Actually, he uses him. The corner will herald the arrival of both Ferdinand and Vidic, and all back for Pompey. And they scored 3 headed goals against Arsenal here in the last round. responsible for that space.
Yeah, but there are very few sides as big as Pompey. Talked about the back four, they're all giants. Diop in there as well. Kanu going off, of course.
Vidic! Scholes is there, Tevez is there, Vidic going in. And it's Ronaldo! They're so used to wherever, however he hits them, the ball ending up in the back of the net. Not this time.
Well, Vidic does get his head to it. Haraidison gets sucked under the ball. And from then, well, it's just force of numbers, weight of numbers that rescues the situation. This is rather scuffed, doesn't quite hit it. But it's amazing how often when you don't quite hit them right and you scuff them a little like that, that they find the bottom corner. And he's very, very close to doing that. David James beaten, but so was his post. And that, the biggest scare of the second half, and about 15 minutes of it.
Punisher of Portsmouth is Ronaldo. Barosh. Johnson. Cranchar. Barosh interested. Good defending by Wes Brown, who couldn't be sure the goalkeeper was going to get there. He's not Alex Ferguson's favourite player at the moment because of the contract dispute, but he keeps on picking him.
Yeah, could go with John O'Shea, couldn't he? Right back, if he really wanted to make a point, the manager, but Wes Brown's playing well. He's not going to cut his nose to spite his face, the United manager. Tevez a little unlucky at that corner when Vidic wins the header, because the ball, if it had been either side of him, just to his left or to his right, he would have been able to manipulate it.
Martin Atkinson was questioned in the first half.
I'm just wondering if that's a corner. There you go. Didn't think it was.
Tevez eyes up off Johnson. That's a corner.
Harry Redknapp down below is as furious as Alex Ferguson was about that decision being given.
United just having to wait for Nani to get across to take it. Just past the hour mark here. Sixth round of the FA Cup. 0-0 at Old Trafford. By Muntari's head. Back in by Evra. Vidic. Shots for Nani. Bent in. Tevez. Scholes looking for the near post area. Oh, Barosh! Hargreaves didn't know where the ball was, where Barosh was, and was grateful to hear the whistle.
It just looks like a pulls a shot to me. As it gets over there, you should see it just dragged it away there. So that was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Nani's cross, Rooney going for it. Johnson takes it on the chest. One ball. Barosh was trying to hunt down, which might make would be a rare chance on the break. Ronaldo. Rooney into turn Campbell. These two have got a bit of history together. Nice to see Wayne Rooney went to see that Campbell was okay. History hasn't left any nasty legacy.
That's the difference with Barosh on as opposed to Kanu. And the fact that if United are going to take a chance and push men forward to win this game today, Barros is better equipped then if they want to spring it forward to trouble Manchester United in behind them.
Ronaldo at the moment on the left, Nani on the right. And Utaka have also swapped. It's a ball break by Diarra. Here is John Utaka and Barros. Kuzak started to come. Still Barros.
No support.
Diarra. And in the end, the shot when it came in was from very optimistic range.
Just a little slow in catching up the play there, Pompey. That was a chance.
Crancher. Campbell eases Rooney out of it. And Rooney referred to a first-half caution with him. And here's Nani. Rooney's gone sprinting forward and he's not picked up. Campbell's trying to get back. Nani takes it on. And it's just able to side-foot it away. Hargreaves. Scholes. Diarra shows some quality. Good job. Showing some confidence. A couple of moments now for Barros. His last goal in England was here in the FA Cup for Aston Villa. He went to Lyon for a while. Here last Tuesday playing for Lyon. Nani. Ronaldo. Now Tevez. One or two possibly for Portsmouth here. Just a little bit more time and they get one or two more back in to defend.
You've seen the importance of staying on your feet when you're up against these United players who've all got very quick feet.
Ronaldo and Rooney. Well, the approach play could not have been more admirable. Quick feet, Mr. Gray. That was
it. That was very
feet
quick.
plus.
I mean, and I think they'd probably say they haven't done enough of this. Lovely football. Look at he opened his body. He's actually looking for the other corner. I think he just, again, it's one of those he scuffs a little, which is unusual.
Still 25 minutes to go here. Vidic. Scholes.
I think what we're seeing here, the difficulty in the modern game that we have when you have super fit teams who are well organised. Even if Manchester United put out a galaxy of talent like they've got on show today, the difficulty that there is in breaking them down.
Hargreaves.
Looking down below us again and change about to be made. Manchester United. Looks like a double. Garlick and Anderson.
And that's the only two they can make, of course, having changed the goalkeeper.
Might be a new middle of midfield. Or not, as the case may be.
Vidic. Tevez. Vista. Took three to stop him. West Brown's lost a boot in that as well. Here's Rooney. And Evra put in by Wayne Rooney. Tries to give the chance to Tevez. Now Nani. Scholes is alongside him. Ronaldo's up, and throws the ball over the bar.
Well, that's two chances. His header is a chance. I think Utaka just edges him out of it, but this is the one. I guess Diarra gets caught, maybe just watching the ball a little bit. Wow. I'm a little surprised Ever didn't take the opportunity on himself. He was looking for one of his mates. Just there, Utaka just leans into Ronaldo.
And Ronaldo, as you say, was just challenged at the point of contact. Instructions for Wayne Rooney is certainly not coming off. Carlos Tevez is, and Owen Hargreaves. Anderson and Carrick on 68 minutes played.
Well, looks to me like Nani, Ronaldo and Rooney are going to be strung across the front, with Anderson sort of just in the back.
Which is where he played against Leon.
Was it?
Yeah. When he had Fletcher and Carrick for company. Here's the young Brazilian Anderson. Rooney. Nani. Ronaldo. Tracking back by Utaka. Not always the best in that department. Barosh. Hold this up. Trying to lure Vidic in so he can get past him. One man who might want a replay is Ryan Giggs, because really an extra game to try and make Sir Bobby Charlton's all-time Manchester United appearance record. He still needs 14 more appearances, does Ryan. I think if there is it's still a big if, though, as the Ronaldo challenges. Michael Carrick, nurtured at West Ham by Harry Redknapp. Trying to win the cup tie and put Harry Redknapp out of the FA Cup and leave him dismal at the quarter-final stages again. Vidic. 20 minutes to go. Scholes. Carrick. Ronaldo. James able to watch it go wide, but it was behind David James a few moments ago. But Sylvain Distin came up with the firmest of resistance for Portsmouth.
Well, they've been heroic at the back. They really have. And when he gets round there, he thinks he's going to. But look at this, it just hits him as he put his right foot on the line this time. It just comes up against it and it stops the ball going forward. Watch this, not there, but the next one, there. He didn't really know what it was, but his foot was on the line, the ball struck it, and it kept it out.
Favourites to win the FA Cup. Well, certainly favourites to get a goal then. Actually, they're favourites for everything, aren't they, then? Champions League, and the Premier League, despite being behind Arsenal at the moment.
They're favourites, Champions League, are they?
Yeah.
Maybe not in Spain.
No. Scholes. Brown's cross. Campbell only has it up in the air. Johnson and another Portsmouth playing down the centre, hits the post.
I'm going to say save. I'm going to say save onto the post. I think he got fingertips to that, David James.
Ferdinand, Manchester United really knocking at the door now. Evra. Anderson outside it. Goal kick. He's got a great reach.
We'll talk about their height being they've really struggled, but the three of the four of them getting each other's way there, and they strike it, and it's just bending away from the goalkeeper, and he needs the full length of that frame to stretch across his left and just get enough on it, because if he doesn't, that's in. Just a touch of the fingertips from David James.
And Patrice Evra reflects a nearly moment. As Lauren has a defensive option on the right side of midfield for Utaka.
Well, we talked about Utaka maybe getting found out a little in the last 10 minutes. It's been down this side that they've maybe got in. Radnap's decided, obviously, that he's got to go, and we've got to put someone in that knows the art of defending, so Lauren's the one.
There's a bit about playing at Old Trafford as well, Lauren, and about winning the FA Cup. He's done it 3 times. Vidic, Carrick, Anderson, Ronaldo, Scholes, goes wide to Nani.
What a defensive clearance that is from Sol Campbell. I tell you, they're all at it. Johnson, Campbell, Distan, goalkeeper.
Just switched off there though, the corner.
Well, there's only one left to make a heroic clearance, and that's Ryderson. That just makes the 5 of them.
James into the pack. Carrick. Nani. He's down a bit by Diarra. Facing his own goal.
Well, watch this. You just keep your eye on the skipper. It's a brilliant ball from Scholes, and so is this. Go to watch your own goal. Player right behind you. You're 3 yards from your own line, right in the middle of it. All the experience needed. It's goalkeepers.
And he takes and is, as you predicted. Barosh. In this FA Cup quarter-final.
What a day. I wonder other players behind Cusack. I don't know whether is he a little bit too quick in getting the card out, Martin Atkinson? I don't know. Look at the behind him, but watch the mistake that the players make here. Rooney and Anderson both track the ball. No one breaks off to take Barros. There are 2 players there, one on the line, one there. I think the referee is a little rash there. I think he's a little hurried in getting the card out. You've got players that can stop that. The goalkeeper's nowhere near the last man. As he goes round there, there's one coming round to tackle, there's one on the line. I'm not so sure that's the right thing you've been doing. But what an opportunity for Portsmouth.
Well, we wait to see who's going to put the jersey on. In fact, it looks like Rio Ferdinand. And if you remember at Tottenham, I think last season, Ferdinand wanted to go in goal when Van der Sar had a problem. John O'Shea actually was told to go in goal by Alec Ferguson, but there's no O'Shea available here now. And Portsmouth have had some terrible problems with penalties this season. Kanu against Liverpool. Kranjčar hit the post recently against Reading. Benjani had a chance to win a game against West Ham and couldn't score from the spot. But this is against an outfield player.
And it was a penalty in the last round. A missed one by Preston. Played a huge part in Pompey coming to this stage in the tournament.
Moutari has... remember, he gave away a penalty against Arsenal, Cusack, but stayed on the pitch to save it last season. It's a good job for Manchester United that Ben Foster played a reserve game on Thursday after his cruciate ligament injury. He's going to be needed in the first team with injury and suspension. Well, even by Manchester United's powers of recovery here, this is a tall order against this tall and well-ordered team who now have a goal to defend. And we mentioned right at the start, Andy, when Portsmouth score first, they win. Nani.
Well, it's been a war of attrition, really, in all honesty, for Pompey for the majority of the game. They've defended so well, so heroically, as I've said. Made some unbelievable clearances. Goalkeeper's made a great save. They've all contributed. But David James contributes for the goal because he catches a long, hopeful ball and immediately launched it forward.
Montari, who ended it all with a perfectly placed penalty, is defending again that near post job of his. Low height on this one. And to reclaim it is Wayne Rooney. Taken from him by Diarra, and Barros went for it, but it leaves it to Diarra. Good defending by Rooney. In the end, Carrick. Now, how will Portsmouth cope here? The weight of expectations on their shoulders suddenly. Nani.
Just struggling for men there, look at that. Just thinking as he chipped that in. No one there.
Well, he's almost as old as Corporal Jones, isn't he? Don't panic. Here's the message.
Well, this is what happens, Mark. The ball was tossed in and he collects it. There was no thought of giving his team a chance. He just launches it. He sees an opportunity. And this is a mistake that they make. Two of them chase it. Full marks to Cranshard. He's aware of Barros. And that spring and the pace of the break, I still think that Cusack might have been harshly dealt with there. But I don't think he'd have saved it anyway.
Richard Hughes, again a midfield player, more about defending than attacking.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be? The game's been more about defending than attacking for Portsmouth, but it's a cup tie, and I'm sure Harry would have taken a replay, 0-0, and gone happily back down the road and waited for United to turn up. They've been given a penalty, rightly so, it was a penalty, no doubt about it. It's a real smashing grab from Pompey, and they mean to hang on to it.
Carrick, Anderson, Carrick again, Ronaldo, still Ronaldo, great tackle by Bouba Diop.
What do we got? Well, probably the best part of 10-12 minutes left, if you talk about stoppage time, for United to keep their hopes of a treble alive. I do remember they had a couple of scares in '99 on their way to winning this, never more so than the FA Cup semi-final that you and I watched, when it looked like Dennis Bergkamp was going to put them out of the tournament. And up popped Peter Schmeichel to save it. And the rest is history. They're going to need something like that. They're going to need something in red to step up to the plate and do something special to keep them in the tournament this year.
Manchester United just on the other side of things. His most mobile defender is now in goal.
Yeah.
So Portsmouth can get the ball. More to offer than just seeing it out here. In fact, it would be dangerous, you feel, for them to just sit on this lead. Such is the fighting spirit of Manchester United, and such is the individual inspiration that they've still got out there with players like Rooney, and they score from very little in any game at any time.
I think you have to sit there. I can't believe there's a footballer in white out there who won't be thinking 1-0, we'll take it. Well, they're moaning about the time that Glenn Johnson's taking to put the ball in play.
Brown.
They defended superbly against 11. They've got to do that against 10 for another 8 or 9 minutes. And a famous victory will be theirs. But there's a bit to go yet.
Rooney.
Now the bit 1v1 at the back. Barros against Wes Brown.
Diarra taking his time. Someone smuggled it to Lauren. Bouba Diop. pressing by the depleted side, by the trailing side. Ronaldo. Scholes can't hold it. Baros. He set off here. Into Vidic, rather. Every touch. Passing second, he tries to win a corner out of it.
It's been just extraordinary the way things have developed here, isn't it?
It is not over yet. Rooney, Carrick, and now they're trying to run in behind Campbell. Ball didn't come. Anderson.
Well, I guess the only thing that would see the whole day complete and extraordinary things happening is if Manchester United could get one when they're down to 10, when they haven't been able to, when they were a full complement. I guess it's probably just within his range.
Well, he will need all the explosive power that he has, all the capacity to make the ball dip and deviate that he has, Cristiano Ronaldo. Still 1-0 Pompey.
Oh, it's hit with the required power, but not the accuracy or the dip to trouble the goalkeeper.
The last team to beat Manchester United here in the FA Cup, Arsenal. Sol Campbell played, Lauren played. 5 years ago. It's in the 5th round. Scholes, Brown, Anderson. Nani doing enough to make Distin play it when he wanted to see it out.
Well, they need a bit of luck, I think, Manchester United. They haven't had much today, we would argue.
Over Vidic, and they need 1 or 2 back. Diarra. Rooney, of course, always puts his shoulders at the wheel. Free kick taken quickly. Carrick, Rooney. Twice a loser in FA Cup finals. Ronaldo has a winner's medal from 2004.
They don't have a soul in the box at the moment. Nani, Rooney.
Not Sol Campbell.
Ronaldo.
This is Hughes. He's made good ground for Portsmouth.
Take that, the ridge. It's a sure goes down. Needs to be lunging in there. He's not really going anywhere. Hughes. He's happily saying, come on Wes, slide in, tackle me, play it out.
Ferguson had 1 or 2, I think, tongue-in-cheek words to say about Arsenal's late equaliser at the Emirates last Saturday, about time added on.
He would take those, what was it, 7 minutes, he said?
Yes, like the 7 minutes he had when Steve Bruce scored twice against Sheffield Wednesday.
He might need that today. That time added on will be interesting.
With plenty of it, you feel. Anderson. This is Rooney. Nani's cross hits Ryderson.
As I say, from normal play, crosses haven't looked to threaten. Portsmouth have defended them great, as you would expect.
Anderson!
With the best will in the world, I don't think he's ever going to score from there. Wriggles his way free very well here, but that's a big ask to beat David James from there, in that kind of angle.
Scholes. Free kick to Manchester United in the 90th minute. He's only prods it as far as Scholes. Evra came so close with that shot turned onto the post. Ronaldo. Trying to cheer Anderson. It's back Anderson's way again, but he was in a tight area. Came quickly to him.
Neither was a really good chance. In fact, neither was a chance from Anderson. We'll wait the time board.
Steve Tanner has it.
And we will find...
The referee has indicated a minimum of 4 minutes.
Portsmouth 4 minutes away from going to Wembley for the first time since 1939, the year they won the FA Cup.
Well, if United don't get it back, I think that man will have plenty to say about a lot of issues in this game. None more so than the penalty that should have been given first half and wasn't. And the time board that he doesn't agree with. Not for the first time, mind you.
Rooney. Scholes. Rooney again. Ronaldo, a long way away from the target they're desperately trying to reach.
He's played great today, I have to say. And they've been a team full of heroes. And the way they're going about it, they're on the back foot for an awful lot of this game. They've defended superbly well. Rode their luck, I've said it before. But they don't care because they're 1 up. And United are running out of time.
Barosh. Hughes. Coming close to receive the ball, so it goes back to Haridason. 1957, the last year in which Portsmouth beat Manchester United at Old Trafford.
The away day specialists, 2.5 minutes away from another, and probably the best and most famous away day victory that they've had in many a year.
Tony Adams, who knows what it's like to hold up the FA Cup, sorting the players out there in the white shirts. But it's Ronaldo. Scholes challenged back by Montari. Martin Atkinson doesn't see that as a foul, and in fact the ball was got. Slid down the side by Hughes towards Barosh. Vidic across. 2 minutes left. Here's Lauren. He will have to pay a £40,000 fine for his antics at Old Trafford in his Arsenal days. Did a job having his shirt pulled and then grabbed by Anderson. I'm happy to get the free kick there. Portsmouth will surely keep the ball in that corner if they can.
Frustration and inexperience from Anderson. And they can't believe it. I said they arrived up here, the Portsmouth fans, and an expectation. Well, in hope rather than expectation. Now they have an expectation. It's so close. They feel that they're going to be celebrating all the way back down.
Carrick. Scholes. Nani. Panicking. Trying to get into a shooting position. Paul Scholes just supporting him, hangs his head when the ball is lost. Barosh doesn't need to really go for goal. Head towards the corner where Vidic,
another free kick,
sends him coming up. Great play by Barosh.
That'll be... Well, I think he knows. I think he has to accept now that the dream of the treble is over. And Montari's penalty that separates the teams is going to take Pompey to Wembley.
just has to boot it forward. Ryderson, good distance with a header. Montari, Brown stepping in, Carrick. Now Nani. 4 minutes are up. Nani crosses, and Scholes is on the scene. Cleared by Distar. Still no whistle to mouth from Martin Atkinson. Carrick. Campbell heads away. In a season of FA Cup shocks, a really big one here, and Harry Redknapp, for the first time in his long football career, reaches an FA Cup semi-final. 50 seasons since Portsmouth last won at Old Trafford. David James saved them, and then Montari beat Manchester United with his penalty past Rio Ferdinand, the third goalkeeper used by Alec Ferguson today after the second Kujak had been sent off for bringing down Barros. Manchester United 0, Portsmouth 1.
Plenty to talk about. Manchester United will not be happy, but for Portsmouth, it's a glorious afternoon. Harry Redknapp is in the semi-finals, and he's going to Wembley. And Jamie's been watching. And that must be, with all the things you've done, arguably the most difficult 90 minutes you've ever had, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's very hard to be impartial at a time like this.
No reason why you should be.
I'm so pleased with Paulson, I'm so pleased with my dad. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.